Hey guys, today I'm going to talk about the overlooked comeback of Rob Bass and DJ Easy Rock. Now you might be thinking, oh, I remember that comeback, happened around 93, 94. They had that record out with the same sample as the Biggie Smalls record, and so it made a little bit noise. Here's was their debut album. And of course, their second album, there's a lot of misconception uh, because it got pretty popularly published that DJ Easy Rock left Rob Bass for this album. But if you listen to this album, he's all over it. His name's all over it. This is actually the song that has his solo cut on it. So anyway, he's definitely on the second album. And this is the one that I think you probably think most people think of when you think of the comeback of Rob Bass and Easy Rock. It happened in 1994. It's called To the Break of Dawn. Easy Rock once again got billing on the album. And so a lot of people knew about that comeback. It had wide distribution. Even in suburbia, almost kids at my school knew about it. The one song got a lot of airplay. But what most people don't know is that they came back again in 1999/2000. And the first record right here, Party Crashers Volume 1, Rob Bass and DJ Easy Rock, Ready to Party. And this is absolutely a party record. Like, if you think of records by, like, Funkmaster Flex, Mr. C, where they're playing classic breaks and they weren't necessarily doing a whole lot of rapping on it, and it's really, they didn't really get wide distribution at all. It just sort of went out on white labels to DJs, and there's a whole lot of those records. Dougie Fresh actually made a bunch of them, but I think even a lot of heads don't know about those because those are a bit more obscure than the major label stuff that got broadly distributed again. And in fact, this record is a lot like those Dougie Fresh records, a lot. Rob Bass sounds almost kind of similar to Dougie Fresh. I mean, they have distinct voices, but their style and the flow on this record definitely kind of sounds like that. And he even does the whole "aight" thing. And it's not even produced by DJ Easy Rock. I'm not sure how involved he actually was with this record at all because it's produced by two DJs named DJ Kool Kerk and DJ Precise. And there's no cutting or scratching on here at all. It's just kind of Rob Bass doing lots of, put your hands up, come on guys, put your hands up, come on. Very little rapping. He does actually rap a bit on here. He does have a verse, which is pretty decent. He definitely doesn't say anything of note at all. So, he's got a decent flow, but it's very unexceptionable. But at least it's good to hear a rap verse. I mean, at least for someone like me, I don't really like the instrumental stuff. So, one thing I don't miss about the 90s is when people could get away with those kind of songs like DJ Kool, like Luke, especially Luke, like all those guys where you just sort of play breakbeat, which would be a great breakbeat, at least on the good ones, but then you just wouldn't rap it all, just kind of do a hook, it's your birthday, it's your birthday, it's your birthday for 4 minutes, so I'm glad that there's a little rapping in here at least. I don't miss that kind of stuff from the 90s. This is a very white label release, though. I mean, it's not literally white, but they don't even bother to make up or name like a sort of obscure indie record label stuff around here. There's nothing specified. There's no catalog number or anything. There is a B-side, though, by a guy named Kyle Styles. This is the only song I've ever heard of him or by him. He's basically an R&B guy. He sings through the whole thing, but there's a little rap verse towards the end. Again, very much though in the style of these kind of party records where he's singing over sort of a big beat which is kind of bigger than him and it's not really thoroughly mixed. It's called I Like It, and it's also produced by Kool Kerk. But then there is a follow-up, a second record, not to the Kyle Styles but to Rob Bass and Easy Rock. We got it right here. Now they're on Nervous Records. And this is sort of a remix 12-inch, although it does have the main vocal version that's on the other one. That one also had the radio edit and the instrumental. This just has the one vocal version plus a whole bunch of remixes, mostly by DJ Scribble. There's a hip-hop remix, which is actually pretty good, and then there's a whole bunch of like hip-hop, acid jazz, house stuff on here, which is much more skippable. One side is just a whole 10-minute acid hip-hop house mix, totally pretty much skip that. In fact, there's only a small segment towards the end of the song that actually has any element of Rob Bass and that original instrumental at all. Almost the whole thing is an entirely new instrumental where all they keep is the one phrase, "Ready to Party," Rob Bass saying that. Otherwise, nothing to do with the original until near the end they play a little bit and it gets a bit more hip-hoppy and the original samples are in there. But some of the B-sides, again, a little bit more interesting, especially Scribble's hip-hop mix. And then just as a random curiosity piece, here's a promo press sheet for that record, the Rob Bass and DJ Easy Rock. This is the one the DJ Scribble remixes on Nervous Record. You could have filled this out and sent it back to the label if you were on the DJ pool that they sent it to originally. But yes, this is a little bit more obscure, but the original one, I'll play a clip of it, of course. At least it came in a sticker cover. There is a second one. Rob Bass did another follow-up single called Diamonds, which is not related to the single. It's not another remix or anything. It's just another song that came out in 2000. So, and then that was pretty much it. So yeah, let's just jump into the clip and then we'll come right back.
Yeah. 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 Hey, yo, Easy Rock, you ready? Kool Kerk, you ready? Y'all ready to party? Y'all ready to party? Y'all ready to party? your hands up, come on, keep it going. Get your hands up, come on, keep it going. Get your hands up, come on, keep it going. Get your hands up, come on, y'all ready to party? Y'all ready to party? Y'all ready to party? Y'all ready to party? Alright, it's time to get the party started. From the dawn to the dusk, hush, hush, when I bust come in. Here we go again, throw a party for your friend. Make it out of 10 for the party to begin. All girls look jiggy, don't come busted. You won't get in, and you won't feel disgusted. Everybody wanna have fun tonight, don't fuss to fight. Everything, keep it going. Get your hands up, come on, keep it going. Get your hands up, come on, keep it going. Get your hands up, come on, keep it going. Get your hands up, come on, y'all ready to party? Y'all ready to party? Y'all ready to party? Yeah. Yeah. Y'all ready to party? Yeah. Y'all ready to party? Y'all ready to party? Yeah. Now we're gonna take it back to the old school, you know what I'm saying? Everybody in the party, get your hands up high. Yeah. Everybody in the party, get your hands up high. Yeah. Everybody in the party, get your hands up high. Yeah. Get your hands up high. Yeah. Get your hands up high. Yeah. Keep it going. Get your hands up. Come on, keep it going. Get your hands up. Come on, keep it going. Get your hands up. Come on, keep it going. Get your hands up. Come on, y'all ready to party? Y'all ready to party? Y'all ready to party? Y'all ready to party? Keep it going. Get your hands up. Come on, keep it going. Get your hands up. Come on, keep it going. Get your hands up. Come on, keep it going. Get your hands up. Come on, y'all ready to party? Y'all ready to party? Y'all ready to party? Y'all ready to party? Everybody in the party, get your hands up high. Yeah. Everybody in the party, get your hands up high. Yeah. Everybody in the party, get your hands up high. Yeah. Get your hands up high. Yeah. Get your hands up high. Yeah. Everybody in the party, get your hands up high. Everybody in the party, get your hands up high. Everybody in the party, get your hands up high. Get your hands up high. Get your hands up high. Keep it going. Get your hands up. Come on, keep it going. Get your hands up. Come on, keep it going. Get your hands up. Come on, keep it going. Get your hands up. Come on, y'all ready to party? Y'all ready to party? Y'all ready to party? Y'all ready to party? Keep it going. Get your hands up. Come on, keep it going. Get your hands up.
There you go, that was Ready to Party, the not so well known, pretty obscure, forgotten comeback of Rob Base and DJ E-Z Rock. Rest in peace, of course, to DJ E-Z Rock, and thanks everybody for watching.